Starting next week, we will have judges on this show. A jury from Big Brother composed of ex-Big Brother housemates. Big Brother has informed me that a jury made up of these ex-housemates will be here live every Sunday for Eviction.
Girls, boys, here I think this season should be a girl season or women's season. We have to support each other. I want us to like bend the narrative of narrative of rival between two.
Hey guys, so the very first eviction show for this season, the All-Star season, the very first All-Star season just finished, and I'm here with 10 points to summarize everything that happened. In case you did not watch the show, I am here for you to let you know whatever that happened. But before then, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I don't know what you are waiting for. Please subscribe to my channel and get me to 3,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, as I trust that you will do so. So the live show started. Like the key points on the live show today, Ebuka asked questions to housemates, of course, and the very first person that he spoke to was Adekunle, because Ebuka asked him this question: you other housemates have been mentioning that you are not serious. You were not serious, especially during the wager. How do you perceive that? And I liked Ebuka's response, because he was like, he is just the head of house, and it's not like if they win the wager, all the food is going to go to him. Everybody in that house has been in bbnaija house before, so they know how serious winning a wager is, and all of them are adults, so they are not, if they are expecting him to have to always remind them or run behind them for them to work on the wager, then it is their loss. Let everybody fail, let everybody lose, you get? So if he wins, everybody wins. If he loses, everybody loses. So it's not like he has to be running behind adults to talk about a wager, for them to do a wager. They themselves are supposed to know how important this wager is. It is for their food. They should know how important it is, so that they will put conscious effort towards it. Now the second question was to Princess, because remember, I think, was it Monday or Tuesday, something like that, was Princess's birthday. So Ebuka asked her which gift she got that really surprised her, and who surprised her by not giving a gift. So she said, of all gifts that she received, remember that Mercy gave her a wig, Alex gave her socks and other gifts that she received from other housemates. So she said amongst all the housemates, the gift that really surprised her was from Angel, and the person that really also surprised her by not giving her a gift was Adekunle. And Adekunle immediately said, okay, he knows, he forgot, he's sorry, he's going to give her the gift, and so on and so forth. So so there is something that happened that was really crazy. Some of these fans, I don't just know. Miss Vic, right, is the lady on the live show that asks questions to the audience. So she was already standing there with two people to talk to, ask them about a show, and there is this lady that knows that she has not been watching the show. What the hell are you doing there beside Miss Vic, knowing that she's going to ask you questions about the show? So she was the very first question that was asked, the very first person that was asked this question: what has been your highlight for this season so far? And she said she hasn't been watching that much. In fact, she was stuttering. She did not know what to say. I'm like, so when you were standing there, what do you think they were going to ask you? Who is your favorite housemate or what? I mean, even if she watched the previous, that's last week eviction show, she should have even said the way the housemates stepped on stage and stuff like that. Anyway, so I'm just surprised you've not been watching a show and you actually go for the live eviction. I mean, if I'm the one, I would not go. But well, I'm not blaming her. I just feel that it was a bit weird that she went there. And then the second person that was interviewed by Mrs. Vic said that like the person that he's rooting for is Cece. He is hoping that Cece is going to win the show because she actually has what it takes. Now, Ebuka spoke to Mercy about female rivalry because right from the first day when Adekunle won the head of house, and Big Brother asked Adekunle to choose his BFFs, so he chose four, I think, is it 4 or 5, 4 guys, and Mercy felt that it was unjust, that even though he had the right to choose whoever he wanted, he should have chosen at least 1 or 2 ladies amongst those other guys that he chose. And the second thing that Mercy showed this female rivalry or wanting women to always like be at the top was yesterday, that's last night, after the party, when she was seated with other ladies and Ike, and they were saying that they should vote out these guys, like she's going to win, and before she wins she's going to be surrounded by 4 other women. That is according to her, the top 5 are going to be women and she's going to be the winner. Like none of these guys should come close, you get. So Ebuka asked her what she meant by that. She said yeah, she feels like men are winning more than women, especially on the show, blah 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 and so on. So she feels that women deserve to go right till the end. She feels that women should win. Women should be supporting themselves. Women should support themselves. They should stand by each other and so forth and so on. And she was then asked, Doyin was then asked what she felt about what Mercy just said. She said yeah, well, it is good for women to support women, but she feels like there is always going to be female rivalry. No matter what, no matter how they try to fix it, how they try to solve it, how they try to cover it up, there is always going to be female rivalry and nothing can be done about it. So Ebuka went ahead to inform like us, the audience, about Pardon Me Please, where he said when housemates have been evicted, they would have the right to actually go to the diary session and beg for them to be pardoned, for them not to be up for nominations and so on and so forth. And then also informed that from next week, which is very clear that evictions will start next week, there are going to be judges who are going to be former bbnaija housemates. So these judges are going to determine amongst the nominated housemates, these judges are going to determine who is going to go home or not. Then the last time that Ebuka came back to the house, he asked Cross what he felt about what Mercy and Doyin had said about female rivalry, especially Mercy. So Cross took this very personal. It was really funny to me, where he said he really even wanted men to be the one to win in the house. They should win the most money, the most tasks, and win the and even win at the end, because outside of the house women are likely to win more. And when Ebuka asked why, he said because women have big breast and big butt. And it was really funny. Ebuka wasn't really happy with the language he used, and he apologized. But then Ebuka was like, just say that women work harder than men. I don't think that it has to do with. Cross did not agree. Cross did not accept. Cross was like, no, it has nothing to do with hard work. It is just because they are beautiful physically, they are attractive. So a woman is likely to receive money from a man, and even from a fellow woman, more than a man is generally going to receive. And when Ebuka asked Fraud about this very same question, rivalry, and Fraud said that he supported Cross, of course, his fellow male housemate, and said in fact this year it should not just be a male housemate that should win, it should be a married male housemate that should win. And if you don't know, so far male housemates that are married in that house, you have Fraud and you have Shay. So that was literally it for the show. Later on, after the show ended, Cross was still ranting about that female rivalry, how you don't get to receive anything. Women that he can bet that there are women in that house that when they step out, a man can just be like, okay, for the stress, for stressing in that house and ending up not winning this money. Take this 120 million for yourself. And so he was like, that doesn't happen with women. Mercy actually did cite situations where male housemates received gifts, cars, for example. Mercy said in fraud season he received a car from a male, and also in the level up season last year, Cubana chief priest gave a car to Brian. So these are too few. Of course, what fraud is saying is true. Like outside of the house, the housemates that are most successful are the female housemates, because they are more saleable, they are beautiful, they are more physically attractive. They can sell hair, lashes, makeup, skincare. In fact, like what they can sell, what they can influence is a lot more compared to what males can influence. And that is why there is like this thing. And when you notice the females, especially led by Angel, they are actually really underestimating the guys, because they were like, okay, she was like, if I want to go on a vacation, if I want to do shopping, which housemate in this house can actually give me that money that is going to sponsor these my needs? So she was like, oh, that is why she's not interested in any one of them. And later on, I heard Pere have this same conversation with fellow male housemates. They were saying like, what do you guys have? Can you guys give money to these ladies in this house in case they say they want to start a business? And Adekunle personally said no, he cannot give money to these housemates because they already claim that they have enough money. They don't need our own money. They are better than us. So Adekunle said he can give money to a female, but definitely not a female in that house. Summarily, that is what happened in the live eviction show today, and it was actually a little underwhelming to me. I felt like new housemates were going to come. There was going to be maybe a twist, maybe fake evict somebody and so on, but then it didn't go as planned. Other audience thought that it was a little too early for Ebuka to shake tables. I don't know what you think. Do you feel that it is actually still early for the tables to have been shaken, or Ebuka should have actually done something regardless? Because if he wanted to do something, there are a lot of things that he could have done. Remember that yesterday Mercy was really upset about when she was told by Angel that Ike had body shamed her for doing surgery, unlike Ilebaye that had a natural birth, right? So she now said to her friends, to Angel and Benita, that she had driven Ike out of her house because he did not used to clean her underwears after using the toilet, and he did not used to flush the toilet after using it. So maybe he should have brought that up. Ebuka could have brought that up, or brought the body shaming up. Like, there is a lot of things that he could have done if he wanted to shake tables. A lot of things that people have said behind people's backs that Ebuka could have mentioned in front of everybody, and tables would have broken into pieces. But well, you guys say it is still early, so let's see how it goes. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really grateful. Please subscribe and get me to 3,000. Thank you and love you.